Today we have the privilege of welcoming Mr. Jan Roberts, the founder of KI Leadership Institute and a global authority in leadership development. Jan is a value-based leadership specialist, executive coach, behavioral analysis consultant, professional speaker, and author, and self-care strategist. So I would like to say welcome to Mr. John and my podcast, The Power Minutes. Hello, how are you doing, Mr. John Roberts?
Salam, everyone, and salam, Rubab. Thank you very much. I am absolutely amazing, and most days even better. And it's absolutely a privilege to be here being interviewed by you today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, Mr. John Roberts, if you would like to add anything in your introduction, so you can add that in this way my audience can know you about very well.
Okay, just a little bit because it is never going to be about me. It's for the audience. But I mean, I'm in South Africa. I'm originally from the Netherlands. We emigrated to Scotland. I always tell people I'm a kilt-wearing Dutchman. And for the last 11 years, I've now been in South Africa, happily married to a South African lady from Indian background, fourth generation. And we do training and leadership development, also diversity, equity, and inclusion, and all kinds of people skills. I'm a heart-centered person, and I love working with people and adding value to them. We're also working in the farming field, and furthermore, as one of your interests is as well, we work now with AI and the amazing tools that are turning up.
That's great. So, Mr. Jan, can you share your journey, or I would like to know about KI or Key Leadership Institute. Was it, and how long have you been working with this institute?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. And yeah, it's Key Leadership. Ki is actually Japanese for chi, which is internal power, or internal energy. That came partially from the fact that I also, for 46 years now, I do martial arts, Ki Aikido, and I was in the oil industry before, and I spent a lot of time in hotel rooms, and I started personal development the same year as martial arts, because I know I always wanted to become a better person so I could add value to people. But what happened was in the oil industry, spending a lot of time in hotel rooms, I always did a lot of studying. I studied coaching and leadership and success stories and how to become a better person all the time. At some point, I knew there was a little voice said to me, I need to do more. And we all have these voices telling us, or we ideas that we want to do more, but most of the time we leave them. And one of my friend and personal mentors, Les Brown, said the richest place is the graveyard, because people always put off to tomorrow what they should be doing today. So and he says the graveyard is where inventions were never invented, songs were never sung, books were never written. So people get the story. So I also, in 2012, I became a member of the Maxwell leadership team. And John Maxwell, for anybody who doesn't know, and probably most not, John Maxwell is the #1 leadership expert in the world. He's an American, and he's written more than 120 books on the subject. So I became part there as well, did more coaching training. I was already a certified coach. And then in 2013, John asked for volunteers in his mentorship team to help start the transformation of an entire country. And that's when we went to Guatemala, a country of 14 million people, average age only 20. So you can imagine all the problems they had. However, that's when I came across a program called Values-Based Leadership. That program changed my life. And it is so powerful. I saw it there for the first time. We trained 19,000 people in 3 days with Spanish interpreters, because it's Spanish there, to become facilitators in the process. And on the way home, I quit my job in the oil industry. I didn't hate my job, but as I said, that voice now said, if not now, then when? And I thought, okay, I quit my job. And then I met in Maxwell leadership training in Orlando. I met the lady that I'm now married to, and we had a similar vision of inspiring and helping millions of people to lead better lives. And so we decided, she already had another company for now 28 years called Celebrating Humanity International. And if you take the first three letters, that's Chi. So Chi and Ki are the same in Chinese and Japanese. But we started a Key Leadership Institute. And within that now we've worked on leadership development. You mentioned some things. I'm a behavior analysis consultant. We talk about speaking. I'm a speaker coach as well, executive coaching. We do self-care. We do even work with farming and many other subjects. We're both professional speakers as well. So we do everything, and we create more and more programs for sales, for presentation skills, all these kind of things for diversity and transformation. So and of course, values-based leadership. I became a values-based leadership specialist in 2014 in Berlin, Ohio. And I can promise people, I mentioned this to Mr. Rehan as well, when I actually met Mr. Rehan in Orlando, in America. And I say to people now, anybody who gets actively involved in the program of values-based leadership, I can promise you this will change your life. That's how powerful it is. And these are basic human values, not fancy things on the walls. This is like communication, respect, hope, forgiveness, restraint, developing people, all those basic values that we should all have. And we all need if we want to become better people, if we want to become better business people, and if we want to become better leaders as well. Because Les Brown said leadership is failing because of a lack of values. So we need values back in our life. Outside of that, I mean, I can talk about this because I'm passionate about this, but outside of that, I've also recently got involved in AI. AI is something that many people are still scared about, but I'm saying AI will not take most of our jobs. Yes, the job markets will change, but the job market, industrial revolution, when we got the horseless carriage, also known as, got the internet, when we got all these things that have developed, and every time my father in the Netherlands in the 60s and 70s, that's the 1960s and 70s, I'm not that old, they had a music shop with the youngsters might not even know these round black frisbee type of things, and from there we used to get the CDs, the MP3s, the MP4s, the DVDs, the Blu-rays, and every time the industry changed, but other industries were created, and AI will change the world. And it's already, I read an article last week. It says that it'll create more jobs than will be lost. But AI will not take most jobs. But the people who embrace AI will take your job. And there's a whole reason for that. But that gives you a bit of background. We've also written some books. I'm writing a book on the power of values, which will come out later this year. And I've written, partially been part of writing a few books. So there's my life story in a big nutshell.
Oh my God, it is really, really amazing. And leadership is skills, and leadership is one of my favorite topics. Robert, on the leadership in our Rehan school system. And we think and we believe that students are the future leaders. This is one of amazing topic, and I hope that my students can connect you easily and you can brief more and more. It will be more helpful for them to learn by your experience.
Yes, and of course, and also I started building more intentionally. Well, there's a word I will come back to. Intentionally, I started building my YouTube channel, and there's a lot of videos on there about values as well, and about I'm writing in LinkedIn. I'm writing a bi-weekly leadership excellence newsletter, and this week you normally put it on the Thursday, and this week number 41 will come out. So I've been busy with it for more than a year and a half. So people can always connect and subscribe to the leadership newsletter, also to the YouTube channel, because I really want to help and inspire people and to add value in their leadership journey. Because, as you said, our youth are our leaders of tomorrow. We actually need today. So we have got a responsibility, and that's why I really appreciate, and I will always try to do things and interviews for people in the education industry, because I think as parents, we've got a responsibility, but also the teachers and the principals and everybody is doing a tremendous job in inspiring the young people to become the best they can be. And we are all leaders. And I said, leadership is all about self-leadership. And self-leadership is all about personal development. And if you don't intentionally develop every single day, you will never become a great leader. That might be a shock to some. And people say, yeah, but I've got good intentions. And I says, no, it's not about having good intentions, because we all have them, including me. But people with good intentions do something good maybe occasionally. But people who live an intentional life do something good continually. And that's a big difference. So wake up every morning, set your intention so you will live an intentional day. Make sure that you do something to improve yourself every single day. It doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be the same every day. But if you work on yourself every single day, you can't stop yourself becoming a better leader. And we need better leaders in the future.
Really great. I want to know that as you are working on AI, so can you please tell me about that? You have mentioned working on the concept of an AI butler. So, what exactly is it, and how could it help leaders?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that is a great question. And AI is developing faster than we can even believe. And many students will also use AI, because one of the reasons AI, we need to embrace it, because it makes us more effective, it makes us more efficient. We will have more time. Now, time is the most important commodity we all have. We never know how much of it we have, but we can't wait until tomorrow. So when we want, we can never get time back, because it's past. Once it's spent, it's spent. But I can give you an example. I was last month, I was in Scotland visiting my family. And before that, I spent probably half a day to find the best flights from South Africa, the best prices, the best days, more than half a day. But AI, what's coming now, it will find all those details in seconds. So I would have had half a day back, but that, I can't get it back from the past. But now the next time I go, I will ask my AI assistant, I'll give him the details, and it will tell me exactly what I need, because we now have AI in various areas. The first one is there is an AI business that people can embrace AI and get their own AI assistant. But also on top of that, they've got an AI back office assistant, and it's not just an assistant. It gives you it's your coach, your trainer, your mentor, your strategist, and also your personal assistant in the business. I actually, this morning, I asked Dara, is the name of the AI assistant, a lady talking to you. I might even hopefully demonstrate this. Um, I asked her questions about leadership, but also the AI butler, which is going to be our own personal assistant. It comes out in 3 weeks' time. And the AI butler, you can program it for 3 minutes. It will sound like you in every single language around the world. So whether it speaks Urdu or Swahili or German or Dutch, it'll speak in any language for you. It'll help you with language learning, because it'll do that too. It'll help you in your if you're later on in your accounts. It'll help you with law. It'll help you with your health. It'll help you with your diet. Already it can take pictures of what you got about to eat. It'll tell you exactly what's on your plate, how much of it is on your plate, and how many calories all of it is, automatically within a split second. So there is amazing things happening. It will help with your social media. It will do your messages. It will find opportunities for you. Say if you're going to be a coach or whatever business you want to do, it'll find clients within your social media and your media that might be possible clients for you. And because it speaks like you, it can set up your appointments. It'll connect with your calendar. It is mind-blowing, and we've only just started. So it is really exciting. Now, I don't know if you can hear this. If I will try this out, just so people get a little bit of an idea about AI. As I say, this is only the back office assistant. We will get our own assistant, and then we can give AI agents away for free to people. Now, people have already used AI. They might use it, and some of them, they say, well, if you want a better AI, you need to upgrade and cost you $20 a month, or cost you this much and that much. This AI brings all of them together. And it also, in the next couple of weeks, it's going to start an AI academy. So you can learn AI in the back office. You don't need to buy a course for $300-400. You can learn it in the back office, and it's upgrading all the time. It's phenomenal. But let me, if you allow me the pleasure, I will just try to see if I can actually make a talk. Let me see this. This needs to go away. Let me see. There we go. Let me hear if you can, let me just know if you can hear this in a minute, because she's going to start talking to me.
I'm Dara, your personal Voidara assistant. Great to have you back. Package upgrades are available for higher pool participation. How can I help you with your Voidara business collaboration today?
Hello, Dara. Thank you for coming back. I have a vice principal of the Rehan School of Munawar campus. I might say that's wrong, but it's in Pakistan. And she's got a lot of students watching as well. She was asking a question. This is great for her and the students. And I have a few questions for you. Can you tell me how this AI can help leaders and leadership development in Pakistan?
That's a To best answer, could you clarify which AI you're referring to? Are you asking about the Voidara AI agent or a different AI tool? Also, what specific aspects of leadership development are you most interested in exploring for the students in Pakistan? Could you please clarify which AI you're asking about and what specific areas of leadership development you'd like to explore?
Yes, really generally, let's first start about leadership in Pakistan. Could you give a general idea about leadership and how this can grow and become better in Pakistan using this particular tools?
The Voidara AI agent can assist with leadership development in Pakistan in several ways. It can provide personalized insights and recommendations on leadership strategies, drawing from a vast database of knowledge. The AI agent can also help with communication, social media management, and identifying opportunities for growth and collaboration. Additionally, it can assist in streamlining tasks, freeing up leaders to focus on strategic initiatives. To provide more specific examples, what kind of leadership challenges are most relevant in the Pakistani context? Are there particular industries or sectors you're interested in?
Well, yes, we're interested in a lot, but I just want to have some general idea because I want the leaders here and the students to get to know you a little bit better. So I've got another question for you. Can you tell the students here how this business can help the students in their life and in their studies?
The Voidara AI agent can be a valuable tool for students in their studies and future careers. It can assist with research, provide personalized learning recommendations, and help manage their social media presence. The AI agent can also identify relevant affiliate opportunities, potentially allowing students to earn while they learn. To give the students the most relevant information, what fields of study are they pursuing? Are they interested in entrepreneurship or specific career paths?
Well, the only other question I wanted to ask, because I can ask you questions all day, talk a little bit into the entrepreneurship side.
The Voidara AI agent can be a powerful tool for students interested in entrepreneurship. It can help them identify market trends, generate business ideas, and develop marketing strategies. The AI agent can also assist with tasks such as creating social media content, managing customer relationships, and finding potential investors or collaborators. Furthermore, the Voidara business model itself offers an entrepreneurial opportunity through profit sharing on shopping behavior. Does that give you a good overview, or would you like me to elaborate on any of these points?
No, I think I hope the staff and the students have a better idea now about the power of AI, and you've given insights. So thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
I'm glad I could help. Thank you for chatting. Take care.
Great, Mr. Jan, great. Thanks for sharing this.
Happy I could help with your questions. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Let me disconnect it first.
Jan, We can also share the screen. Like, for instance, I'm going to share my screen with you. That, for instance, if you would like to introduce any AI assistants or any screen, so I'm going to share with you that everyone can see easily, or like this. Yes. For instance, I have ChatGPT, or if I would like to connect with it, maybe this is audible to you. Hello, ChatGPT. How are you doing?
Hey there. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Always happy to chat with you. Let me know what's on your mind today.
Hello, ChatGPT. Mr. John Robert with me, and he's a IT specialist, and as well as he's working in key organization. So, would you like to give any positive feedback or anything? Would you like to discuss with him? So it will be good for me, and also as well as Mr. Robert.
Absolutely. I'd be happy to help you with that. It sounds like Mr. Dan Roberts has quite an impressive background, especially if he's an IT specialist and involved with a key organization. One thing you could do is maybe highlight his expertise in both leadership and technology, something like acknowledging that he brings a great mix of tech skills and strategic thinking. You could say something along the lines of, it's fantastic to have someone like Mr. Roberts who not only excels in IT, but also brings a strong leadership perspective. It's a great opportunity to discuss how technology and leadership can work hand in hand to drive an organization forward. So just focusing on that blend of skills might be a nice way to give positive feedback and open up the conversation.
So, ChatGPT, in the end, I would like to request you, can you please sing a song on the leadership skills only for the Mr. John Robert?
I totally get the vibe you're going for, but unfortunately, I can't actually sing or hum a song. What I can do, though, is come up with some fun lyrics about leadership skills that you can maybe turn into a tune yourself or just share with him as a fun little
Sure,
gesture.
sure,
Let
start.
me know if that works.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Here's a little lyrical snippet for you. When it comes to leading with a vision so bright, Mr. Jan Roberts shows the way like a guiding light. Blending tech and wisdom with a heart that inspires, he leads with empathy and helps teams reach higher. Feel free to put your own melody to it or just share the words as a fun tribute.
Thank you, ChatGPT. And he's the good leader, amazing leadership skills. Any question would you like to ask with Mr. Chan Robert? So you can ask freely. At this time, I'm doing podcast with him, but I'm giving you opportunity to ask the question to Mr. Jan Robert according to the leadership skills.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I'm honored to have a little cameo question in your podcast. So here's one you could ask him. Mr. Roberts, with your amazing leadership skills, what's one piece of advice you would give to someone who's just stepping into a leadership role for the first time? Maybe something that you wish you had known at the beginning of your own leadership journey. Hopefully, that'll spark a great conversation.
Yes, thank you very much. And one of the things that I would always mention is never forget about your personal development and never forget about your personal well-being. Because when people step into a leadership position, they normally start getting very busy. And one of the things they put on in the back burner a lot is that they don't take care of their health anymore. And it doesn't matter how great a leader we want to become, we need to stay healthy because we're no good to anybody if we're not well anymore, or even if we pass away. Furthermore, I also would like to add is that people need to realize that if they are serious about leadership and where they want to take it, they need to work on themselves every single day. It doesn't matter which side of they want to do every day, but every day they need to work on personal development, whether it's actually their communication skills or their learning styles or maybe their behavior. Some behaviors might not suit them anymore, but we need to figure out where we are when we start that and what is required because every little leadership role that they start with might have different requirements. But find out what the requirements are to climb the ladder in where you're at or where you want to go, and then ask people who've been there for a bit longer or a lot longer, and ask them what they did, because there is nothing better than role models in the field where we are going into.
So, ChatGPT, is there any question related to the AI or the new education system like artificial intelligence? Is there any question you would like to ask to Mr. Jan Roberts? So, please ask.
Absolutely. It would be really interesting to get his take on this. You might ask him something like, Mr. Roberts, given your experience in leadership, how do you see AI reshaping the future of education and leadership development? And is there any particular way you think new leaders should prepare to integrate AI into their strategies? I think that could lead to a fascinating discussion.
Yes, it could certainly. And actually, my last leadership newsletter was about the integration of leadership and AI, but also that while that happens, we must never forget that we work with humans, because leadership is all about building relationships. If you can't build relationship, you will never become a great leader. People say, how do you build relationships? Well, you build relationships by asking better questions. How do you build better questions? Ask better questions is by listening better, and asking better questions and listening better is all about coaching. But I mean, AI is going to be important for leaders as well, because we can become much more efficient and effective in doing some of the jobs that we now takes us ages. It'll be done in seconds. But also delegation. But AI is something that every business, every person on this planet, if they're anywhere near other people, they need to actually embrace it. Because in every area, students as well, we need to embrace it. It doesn't mean that we're going to use it for bad, that we're going to cheat on tests, and that is happening at the moment. I was coaching an executive. I was coaching a senior lecturer in one of the universities, and he's also involved in the exam board, and he feels really passionate about helping students to embrace AI the right way. But he said what happened was, when they went through the exams, 85% of the students had cheated using AI. They weren't even clever enough to actually make it their own. They just straight away put it in there, and there is now tools that can find out whether you've used AI. So he said, and we could not even, because it was a government university, we were only allowed to fail 15%. So we sat down and we had to find out which were the 15% of the worst offenders. So what I'm saying is also to students, don't do that. Use AI for good. Become creative. The idea is we've got a lot of creativity in our heads, and it gets eased out gradually because we get told what to do and when to do it. But we can use that and ask AI how we can develop this. And then when they give us the key to the door, we need to open that door ourselves and make sure we put our own creativity in there, and thank AI for helping us and guiding us. But it should not be everything. We should use it. AI should never use us. And that's what for students is also equally important, because once you become lazy, once you become reliable on AI, and yes, it will take over your life. I mean, life is going to change as we know it. And the one I showed you just now is only an assistant, a backroom assistant. When in 3 weeks' time we get the real AI butler, it is going to be mind-blowing what it'll do. But we must not allow it to take over our life. We must use it as a tool, not get it to use us, that we become the tools. And if we can do that, and if we can keep that in our leadership perspective as well, that we lead from the front and we show people how to use it properly. And that's what important is, even about education. And I know Ms. Rubab is very passionate about education as well, and has that passion to teach AI. And once it's taught well, so people are not scared of it, but they become comfortable with it, then we're going to go into a world where we have a lot more free time to spend with the people that matter most to us.
So, Mr. Jan Robert, I'm just going to the last question to the ChatGPT. What she know about me? Let me maybe she doesn't know. Hello, ChatGPT. This is me, Babaji Kishanwali, Vice Principal of Rahan School, Manawar Campus. What do you know about me and what I am doing with the Rahan School system?
Hi there, Rabab. Absolutely. I remember a bit about you. You are the vice principal at Rehan School Manawar campus, and you're really passionate about education and innovation. From what we've talked about before, you're focused on making the learner inclusive and future ready, especially by integrating AI tools and modern teaching methods. It sounds like you're doing some really cool stuff to empower students with AI driven learning experiences and just generally helping them thrive in the real world. So keep up the great work. You're so welcome. I'm really glad I could give you a helpful answer. It's always nice to chat, and I'm here whenever you need. Keep doing the amazing work you're doing.
Thank you, ChatGPT.
You're always welcome. Anytime you need anything, just let me know.
Okay. So, Mr. Jan Robert, I would like to share the some of interesting work of a Rehan school system, what we are going and what our students are doing in the age of 8 to 16 years. Let me share my screen, and I'm really super excited to share with you. And as you have the huge experience in AI, this is the reason that I'm taking your time and would like to share my students' work. Maybe my screen is visible to you. Yes, this is my screen. And I would like to share that in the age of 8 to 16, 8, 9, 10, my students' work. Let me explain that. This is, you can see the age of the student. He is Ahad, or I would like to share his work. The lots of student I have, but on my screen this is open, so that's why I'm sharing. This is the task of coding, or they build their own clone like ChatGPT clone, Facebook clone, Twitter clone. The lots of things they are doing. Let me open the screen. Yes, this is the screen. In the age of 8, 9, 10, 11 years, this is my screen is open, and you can see they are doing coding with AI. They are making clone of ChatGPT. They are making clone of WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, the lots of things. We have lots of tasks on the coding. So in this age, our all students are doing coding with AI. And this is not just you will get surprised that when you will see the work, they are creating songs, they are creating documentaries within a minute. Can you imagine, Mr. John Robert, in the age of 8, student podcasts with foreigners, students are creating the documentaries, students are creating the songs with the help of AI, and they are giving amazing result, amazing, that which is out of the box. So, have you ever been see the school like working without books, without copies, without pen? They just have laptop and mobile in their bag. They don't have books and copies. And the one more interesting thing I would like to share: we don't have teachers, we have facilitators. So, with the help of the
Hey,
facilitators, our students are doing miracles in the world. They are changing the world. I cannot believe that what they are doing with the help of AI. Whenever you will visit the Pakistan, and whenever you will visit our campus, you will amazed to see the results, and you cannot believe that indices, how can they do, as as I'm thinking that how can they do. So this is the product, or not, I can say the product, this is just starting of the Rehan school system.
I mean, it's amazing, and I love what I've been following Mr. Rehan for many years. As I said, I had the pleasure of meeting him in person in Orlando, in America, uh, a few years before COVID. So we had the pleasure of having a great conversation at that time. And I also see Carla Reichman. He was also somebody in in a group that I was connected to, and unfortunately she passed away earlier this year. But I mean, amazing people, and to inspire the youth and get them to know these kind of things, because as you said, coding as well. People who only learn coding, and I mean, an example is I've got a friend who creates apps for companies, and he said last year it took him 3 to 4 months to create an app for a company with a proper coder, a certified coder. He says now they do it in a couple of weeks, but when I show them what is happening here and what's coming out, he says it'll be done in an hour. I said, so I need to become a plumber. I says, no, that's what I'm trying to say. And that's what I want people to understand. It says AI will not take you, but those that embrace AI.
Bye.
Sorry, Siri.
I said I will not take you.
No, okay. And those that embrace AI will. And I say, so let me see now. And that's what I love about the students you are facilitating. The fact that now they can. If you can do it in an hour, so you go to a client and offer them an app, and somebody else who doesn't embrace AI, and they also offer them up, and the person who doesn't embrace it say, well, it's going to be 3 months and it's going to cost you X amount of dollars. Now you come and says you can, even though you can do it within a day, it says I'll give you that in a week, and it'll only cost you 50%, because you can easily do it for 50% because you can do it 10 times in the same time as he does. So who do you think the client will take?
Can you give me a second? I'm going to share. So I'm back, and this is really amazing, Jan Roberts. And I would like to request to all my students, please connect with Mr. Jan Roberts, and he's the amazing person, and he can give you lots of things, lots of information. So thank you, Mr. Jan Roberts, for your precious time, for your valuable time, and it's really, really honor for me that you are sitting in front of me. Thank you so much. Or at the end of the session, if you would like to give any suggestion or the feedback for me, or this podcast or the conversation we discuss about each and everything, so it will be more suitable, convenient for me to do more and more amazing for the next time.
Yes, and thank you for all the great work you do. I also want to thank Mr. Rehan for connecting us, and keep doing all the amazing work you do, because we need people like you to support the leaders of tomorrow. So thank you very much, and thank you for the privilege. And salam everybody. I look forward to hearing all about the wonderful things that each and every one of your students is doing and going to do in the future.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.